Hey guys, it's Peter from Faraz here, and today we're going back in time to the early 2000s to take a look at this 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo that we got in. Probably one of the cleanest ones we've ever seen. Probably one of the coolest color combinations around. So today we're gonna take a look at this thing and see what it's truly all about. Now, we all know what the front end of the Gallardo looks like. It's just, again, it's got that very, very distinctive look to it, but the whole thing we want to focus on this car is just how clean it is. This car came in with 27,000 kilometers, verified clutch in fantastic condition, still tons of life left. We can just appreciate how clean it really is. We didn't really do anything to this. Like it wasn't, a disaster with a huge buff job or something else. This is just someone that kept this car in immaculate condition, right down to the headlights. Like, what a nice simplistic headlight these things had. You can tell this car from a mile away. This was probably on tons of guys in my era's a poster on their room or one of their favorites they see in movies and stuff like that. But the headlight with the big xenon bulb right there, and then the simple turn light, nothing else going on here. Really, really simple. The boxy front end, which is staple to that era of Lamborghini, even Ferrari, everything was looking very similar, but still the Gallardo is just a fan favorite. One of my favorites of the Lamborghini lineup. Now, what I loved about these cars, this era of these supercars, was it's just the simplicity of them, but yet they had to find ways. They didn't have the amenities like we have now, or the tech that they have now to deck these things out with all these, other than maybe your basic navigation or your basic whatever else, or a CD player, maybe adding a fancier sound system. They don't got 360 cameras and blind spot everything else and all these bells and whistles going off, but even this trunk, front trunk, whatever have you. They got this little kit right here. I love that they even thought, instead of letting this, bounce around when you're driving, they just Velcroed that up with the Lamborghini logos on that, which is beautiful. This thing's literally brand new. Look at how new this is. Got a traffic cone in there with your gloves. That's a tire inflation machine right there, which is amazing. So if you have any issues on the side of the road, stuff is literally brand new. Then you look here to the jack kit here that you open that up, and that has your jack for lifting the vehicle up. Comes a little screwdriver in there as well. But that's got a beautiful Lamborghini, and it's fully embossed with the Lamborghini logo as well as stitched as well. Like, those are just beautiful little features to add to a car to make it look so cool, so clean and so pristine. And one of my favorite things about Lambos and is that they have this plaque on the inside that shows you the color of the vehicle, and it's got handwritten on here from the factory. So blue fontus. It looks like someone just kind of barely sketched it in there, but that's the name of the color is blue fontus. It's beautiful. But that's, again, one of my favorite things that they put on these is the plaques underneath. Just looks so cool, so legit, so neat and timeless. So yeah, let's keep on taking a look. Now, like I said, that this car being so clean and so low kilometers is when we got this car in from the original owner that owned it, even the tires were from 2008 date stamped. So they were the original tires to the car. So we technically couldn't keep them on there because of safety issues. They far exceed the time of which they are still considered safe, but the tire tread was still fully current. So anyway, we had to replace these new rubbers. The rims on these are just stunning. Like, you don't see Lamborghini wheels that look like that often, that just really have some crazy design in them. I love the way it looks with the big yellow brake calipers there. Really, really nice. I have seen a few Lambos where we have had a few where they color match them to the car. That'd be kind of cool too, to just add that blue into there, but it really does pop with the yellow of the Lamborghini logo. So, I mean, maybe that's just the way the guy wanted it from purchase, but again, really stands out, makes the wheel a spectacle when you're driving down the road, right? You got the nice big long straight simple doors. I love the cutouts on that though, with the angle there. It's really, really aggressive looking for, keeping it sporty. Since the engine's in the back half of the vehicle here, the mid to back half, you got the venting right here, which again directs all that air up there. Have some venting there too to help cool the motor down. Big V10 engine, which is really cool, a lot of power. And we'll move around to the back of how just simple the back end of this is. But if you're driving behind a Gallardo, there's no mistaking of what it is. I love how the lights start kind of the flatter upper section of the vehicle and curve around to the back on the sharp angle. It's just something different that you don't see very often, especially in new cars, and you never see that kind of a design of how that light is. Of course, you got your Lamborghini badging right there, all done in chrome, really nice, matches the exhaust tips, which are beautiful as well. This little spoiler can go up and down, which is neat. The camera's actually integrated right into the center of this, the rear camera here, which is nice, really clean. So when you think, where else would you put it? Maybe it folds down from here, but that gives you a really good view of where you're, how close the back is to actually hitting something or not, right? Of course, you got the beautiful venting right here, which you can see goes right in there. If you peek through these cracks, you can see the engine in there, and once we remove the roof or put the roof back on, there is a point where the rear cover tilts up just enough to see in and see the motor. So we'll hop into the car, we'll turn this thing on, and we'll do all the bells and whistles and see what it looks like. Now, of course, once you open this door, in case you forgot how many Lamborghinis you have a lot of them at home. This one has, of course, the huge Gallardo writing right there, which is neat. Even the Gallardo writing matches all the curvature styles to this car, you know, the triangular end of the door. Like we mentioned earlier, the blue on blue combination. The interior is called Blue Cilia. It's gorgeous. Like the white seat piping just brings it out to another level. As far as I'm concerned, it just adds that depth and that differentiation between areas of the seat. So much detail went into putting this car together. And it all carries through to the stitching around the full leather dash. I just got this kind of like a little perforated area here too, which is nice. This thing's super clean again for the age of the vehicle. It's just got classic Lamborghini written all over it. Paddle shifters are so small and sleek, which are really sharp. The navigation system, it was carried through for quite a long time. So it stayed as part of the look. And even the newer Lamborghinis have the classic look option, which looks really cool too. Like the Aventadors have a similar looking type screen too, which is neat. So we'll turn this thing on and see what all lights up and everything. I love that. You have all your gearing across the bottom here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different speeds you can go through. You have your volume buttons here. This is all how you navigate through, which is cool. Oh, I love the gauging up here, which is really nice. That's super clean looking, really neat looking there. The heated seats, which is still a nice option too, with the being a convertible, which is a great option to have. And then climate control, which is neat. So you got dual zone climate control for you and your passenger. You can have the whatever temperature you want. If they want to be slightly warmer than you, that's cool too. But again, we're more focused on the fact that this is just like a raw driving vehicle. V10, over 500 horsepower. Like, this is just a really nice looking car. Right when we start this up, this has to be probably one of my favorite features of the vehicle, or the favorite things about this vehicle. Like, you can't say it's a feature, it's just the way they were built. The way it starts just has this kind of like the turning and then the whine and then boom, it sounds so mechanical. So we'll start it up and we'll give you an example of exactly what I'm talking about. Just reeks of power. Like I mentioned before, so once we go to close the roof on this vehicle, you'll see exactly what I was talking about, how I guess this is how they would service the car. I guess they actually remove this entire component, but right now, if you just leave it halfway, you stop touching the button, you can see motor right in the back there, and then here's your soft top, which is also blue, which is really nice. So we'll put that on so you can have a look and see what it looks like with the roof up. So as you can see, we pop the roof on this thing. Sometimes we'll get cars that look really clean and they're convertibles. We put the roof on and we're like, oh man, we got to refinish the roof. This thing's original condition, exactly again, the way it came in, looks fantastic. It's in really good condition for its age. And it just gives you another look at how nicely that blue ties into everything on the vehicle. And the chrome wheels down to the way they built this one is just, to me, very nice. You know, chef's kiss, if you say. So again, this has got the 5-liter V10, all-wheel drive, Spider, 520 horsepower. This car is a monster. It's still fast, it's still current, it still looks beautiful, and it will be beautiful forever. So if you're looking for a Gallardo like this one, don't miss out on it. Summer's coming, and it's gonna be time to shine for this thing. So come check us out at Fraz Auto Sales. I'm Peter again, and don't forget to like and subscribe our videos. Thanks, guys.